Good evening, all of you. Are you hearing me?
Good evening, sir.
So in last class, we completed yesterday class, 5 or 6 MCQ questions we completed in CET. See remaining. I think we completed question number, 5 questions only completed. See from 6. So I think so 6 also over.
Yes, sir. Question number 7.
7, yeah. See question number 7, 20 ml of 0.5 N HCl and 35 ml of 0.1 N NaOH are mixed. The resulting solution will be what? Basic or acidic?
Sir, neutral, right?
Neutral is, are you sure? Is it completely neutralizes?
No, sir, it won't completely neutralize.
One is 20 ml of 0.5 N. HCl equal to 20 into 0.5. 10 millimoles. 10 milli equivalent, all right, moles because normality is given. 20 milli equivalents and NaOH is 35 ml of 0.1 N. Multiply 35 into 0.1 N. 3.5. 3.5 milli equivalents. So this is HCl is only 10. Sorry, that is 10. This is only 3.5. 3.5 millimole of milli equivalent of NaOH completely neutralized by completely neutralized by 3.5 milli equivalent of HCl solution. Then still 6.5 ml of HCl is remaining. So it means solution is what? Acidic or basic? What is solution nature, acidic or basic? HCl is remaining.
Acidic.
This is excess reagent
Yes, sir.
now. So solution is acidic in nature. So option choose B neutral, B basic, turn phenolphthalein solution to pink, turn methyl orange to red. Yeah.
Sir,
What?
option D.
Option D, turn methyl orange to red. Acidic solution, no, that's not correct. I think turns phenolphthalein solution to pink, no?
Sir,
No,
I
no, no.
forgot about color changes. Sir, can you teach that again? Like in 10th standard we learned.
Phenolphthalein in acid colorless with base pink, right? Colorless, phenolphthalein with base pink. Next, methyl orange.
Sir, it's an acid base indicator, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So we can say right. It's a neutralization reaction.
Methyl orange plus acid, pink. Methyl orange plus base, yellow.
So an
Answer
acid
is-
changes.
I think answer is D only correct. Turns methyl
Yes,
orange
sir.
to red.
Because I was thinking red means acid and yellow means base. That's why.
No, answer is giving C, turns phenolphthalein solution to pink. Phenolphthalein in acid, colorless or color?
Yes, sir. Phenolphthalein is colorless in acid. So like we add phenolphthalein in base and then only we start the neutralization, right?
So due to acidic nature of solution, the color of the phenolphthalein becomes pink. I'm not sure. Wait for 2 minutes. I will tell you about that. Yeah, it's correct only. This is only correct. Phenolphthalein plus acid is colorless. With base turns to pink color. So answer is methyl orange with plus acid pink. D is correct answer. Look at question number 8. A precipitate of AgCl is formed when equal volume of the following are mixed. Precipitate of AgCl are formed when equal volumes of the following are mixed. So here ionization product and solubility product. We need to compare this both. Eighth one, solubility product already given. KSP for AgCl is 10 power minus 10. A precipitate of AgCl is formed when equal volume of the following are mixed. It means if you multiply the concentrations of the solution in the option A, B, C, D, which one is giving more than this, that undergoes precipitation. So
Sir,
let's check.
option C then, sir.
Option A is option A 10 power minus 4 into 10 power minus 7 divided by 2. Divided by 2, I am taking it is okay. Separately, individually take 2 into concentration of Ag in option A 10 power minus 2. No. 0.5 into 10 power minus 4. HCl concentration is 10 power minus 7 divided. That's also 0.5 into 10 power minus 7. Value is 0.5 into 0.5. 0.25 into 10 power minus 11. No, this value is this value 10 power minus 11 is coming. 2.5 into 10 power minus 10. Bigger, no, this is. No, 10 power minus 12 will come. Yeah. So this is ionic product. Compare this value and this value. This is lower value compared to this. This is a lower value. So no precipitation takes place. Now look, to option B. 10 power minus 5. This is also 0.5 into 10 power minus 5. And from HCl, we can get Cl ion. So Cl ion concentration is same 0.5 into 10 power minus 6. This also on multiplication gives 0.25 into 10 power minus 11. 2.5 into 10 power minus 12. No, this is also smaller value. That's also not correct. Option C. Ionic product. 10 power minus 5 m of AgNO3. So this is 0.5 into 10 power minus 5 of silver concentration into 0.5 10 power minus 4. I'm multiplying these both. This is silver concentration, first one. This is Cl minus concentration. So it gives AgCl 0.25 into 10 power minus 9. 2.5 into 10 power minus 10. Now compare this and this. This is 1 into 10 power minus 10. 2.5 into 10 power minus 10. So now ionic product is greater than solubility product. So here precipitation occurs. Yesterday I gave relations, this relation. C is correct answer. Question number 9. 4 moles each of SO2 and O2 gases are allowed to react to form SO3 in a closed vessel. At equilibrium, 25% of O2 is used up. The total number of moles of all the gases at equilibrium is. SO2 plus O2 gives rise SO3, balance equation. 2SO2, 2SO3. Okay. 4 moles of each. This is initially 4 moles. 4 moles of O2, this is 0 initial. %25 of O2 is reacted.
So now 3 moles are left out.
So 3 moles of O2 is left. Here,
Sir, so that one.
if it is 1 mole reactor, I mean this is 2 moles reacts. Correct?
Yes,
so 2 moles of SO2 left.
yes,
And
sir.
here
So,
again 2 moles of product is formed. Count total. You need to get 7 moles now. Answer is 7 moles.
yes, sir, 7 moles.
I think that's the wrong way. It's for 7 moles only left. Okay, question number 10. Solubility product of a salt AB is 1 into 10 power minus 8 m square in a solution. In which of the concentrations of A plus ions is 10 power minus 3 m. The salt which precipitate when the concentration of Bm minus ion is kept. Okay. See here, solubility product is given, that is 10 power minus 8. To become precipitation, ionic product must be greater than 10 power minus 8.
Yes, sir.
To get that value, already A concentration is given. A concentration is 10 power minus 3. Then what is B concentration? They are asking.
Sir, we need to divide, right?
Why you need to just multiply that? A plus concentration and B here, go through trial and error
No, sir.
method.
Sir, no, sir. Like if we divide 10 power.
Okay, 10 power minus 8 divided by A plus concentration also you can get.
Yes, sir. That time we'll get 10 power minus 5 and it should be greater than. So answer must be C.
So if B plus concentration is greater than 10 power minus 5, it will precipitate. So condition is to precipitate solubility product must be less than ionic product. Is the condition. So suppose if we equate, we can get a saturated solution. Solubility product is given 10 power minus 8 equal to A plus concentration and B minus concentration. So A plus concentration is 10 power minus 3. 10 power minus 8 divided by 10 power minus 3. B plus concentration, B minus concentration is 10 power minus 5 or above this. Above this concentration, precipitation takes place. This is 10 power minus 3. If B concentration is just 10 power minus 5, just a saturated solution is giving. If concentration is more than 10 power minus 5, this KIP product, KIP, it will give bigger value than 10 power minus 8. So precipitation occurs. 11th, which one of the following condition will increase the voltage of the cell represented by the equation? Okay, to answer this, you need to study electrochemistry in 12th standard. Okay, now the answer is increase in the dimension of copper electrode, increase in the dimension of silver electrode. I think B is only correct answer. Okay, D, increase in the concentration of Ag plus ions. D is correct answer here.
Sir, how?
That I will teach in electrochemistry 12th standard according to Nernst equation. Writing formula, E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 by N log of anode concentration by cathode concentration. This is the formula. Here question is which one of the will increase the voltage. This is here to get high voltage. How is related to anode concentration and cathode concentration? If we increase the anode concentration, cell voltage decreases. If we increase cathode concentration, cell voltage increases. So in the given reaction, which one is acting as a cathode? Means which species is undergoing reduction, that only acts as a cathode. Look that reaction. Silver is undergoing reduction.
Yes, sir.
That's what that acts as a cathode. So if silver Ag plus concentration is more, means you will get higher voltage. Oh, 12th question. We solved already that question in classwork.
So what's the answer for 11th one?
11th one, D. Twelfth one, the pH of 10 power minus 8 mHCl solution is. What is answer?
Sir, HCl is acid, so obviously option C.
Option C only correct. So here we need to consider this given problem 10 power minus 8 m is H plus concentration. From water also we have to consider 10 power minus 7 m. Then that's what finally we are getting answer 6.96 value we are getting pH value. 2SO2 plus O2 in presence of vanadium pentoxide is an example of neutralization reaction, homogeneous catalysis, heterogeneous catalysis, irreversible reactions.
Sir, homogeneous because both are
Heterogeneous,
gases. Right?
heterogeneous.
Sir, but both
Catalysis.
are gases.
What about catalyst?
Okay, yes.
We need to study catalyst only. V2O5 is solid. Equilibrium is okay, homogeneous equilibrium, but here asking is an example of heterogeneous catalysis. C is correct.
Sir, but they didn't say the state of V2O5.
V2F is solid, no? Vanadium pentametallic oxide, no, that is solid. (14) Hydroxyl ion concentration of 1mHCl is 1mHCl. What is OH minus ion concentration?
Sir, option A.
So H plus concentration is here 10, no? One M. Then H plus concentration into OH minus concentration is equal to, we have 10 power minus 14. Then OH minus concentration becomes,
Okay, yes, sir.
10 power minus 14 only. So it is the least value it is. D is correct answer.
Yes, sir. I didn't read hydroxyl.
Question number 15. Which of the following salts on being dissolved in water gives pH less than 7? Sorry, sir, pH greater than 7. So pH greater than 7 means what is that? Is acid or base?
Acidic.
14th one is the answer is D. pH what? pH greater than 7. What, acidic or basic?
Acidic.
Basic.
Okay.
pH.
I forgot.
pH greater than 7 means it is a basic. So which one gives basic salt there? Which I suppose KCN we will select. I think that only correct answer, KCN. KCN, it is obtained from strong base KOH, weak acidic HCN. Strong base. So obviously this is weak acid. Obviously this is basic salt. So A is correct answer. Basic salt having pH more than 7. Suppose if you select the option B, KCN, that is option B is strong base and strong acid.
Yes, sir.
Completely neutral. It is completely neutral. Ammonium chloride is NH4Cl, NH4OH.
Sir, acidic.
This is weak base, but HCl is strong acid. It is actually acidic salt, not basic salt. This option C giving pH below 7, not 7, below 7. Ammonium cyanide, this is again
Unpredictable.
almost neutral only. It is giving closer to neutral. So that's not correct. Only option A is correct one. Question 16. 3 moles of PCl5, 3 moles of PCl3 and 2 moles of Cl2 are taken in a closed vessel. If at equilibrium, the vessel has 1.5 mole of PCl5, the number of moles of PCl3 present in it is. PCl5 on decomposition gives PCl3 and Cl2. So at equilibrium, their concentrations are given. 3 moles this is. 3 moles PCl3 and 2 moles PCl2. So at equilibrium, okay, further, okay, equilibrium is only if at equilibrium the vessel has 1.5 mole of PCl5. So this became 1.5 mole only. Means 1.5 mole reacted, no? In the balanced equation,
Yes,
this is 1 mole, this is also 1 mole, this is also 1 mole. Here, 1.5 mole reacted means 1.5 mole of PCl3 increased. This became 4.5 mole. This became 3.5 mole. So now add this all. 1.5, 4.5, 3.5. .5 mole. Total number of moles. Okay, they're asking only PCl3 now. Only asking PCl3. The number of moles of PCl3 present in it is. This is 4.5 mole. Not total moles. So answer is 4.5. or 17. For the reaction 2HI gives rise H2 plus I2 minus Q. Okay, Q kilojoule. The equilibrium constant depends upon catalyst, volume, temperature, pressure. What is correct answer? Equilibrium constant depends upon
Temperature.
only temperature. It never depends
Yes.
upon pressure, volume, and catalyst. It depends on only temperature. C is correct. By altering temperature, only equilibrium constant changes. 18 N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to NH3 plus heat. What is the effect of the increase of temperature on the equilibrium of the reaction? This is based on Le Chatelier principle. So already reaction is exothermic now.
Yes, sir.
So N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to NH3 and plus heat is given. Plus heat is given, it means heat is released. So
Yes.
remove this and write in the form of delta H enthalpy negative. So it is exothermic reaction.
So
What happens?
are favored at lower temperatures, right?
Yes, this is already exothermic reaction, means at low temperature favored, high temperature is not favored. So now correct option is temperature on the equilibrium of the reaction. Equilibrium is unaltered, so the CA is wrong. Reaction rate does not change, that's also wrong. Equilibrium is shifted to the left. If we increase the temperature, equilibrium shifted to left. Is it correct now?
Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah, it is correct. Already exothermic. If we increase temperature, backward reaction prefers. So C is correct answer. 19. 5 moles of SO2 and 5 moles of O2 are allowed to react at equilibrium. It was found that 60% of SO2 is used up. If the partial pressure of the equilibrium mixture is 1 atmosphere, the partial pressure of O2 is, okay, total pressure is given. Five moles of O2 allowed to react at equilibrium. It was found that 60% of SO2 is used up. So in 5 moles, 60% means how much? 3 moles now?
Yes, sir. 3 moles.
3 moles of SO2 is used up. I mean, it means 3 moles of SO3 is formed. So this is 0 at initially at equilibrium. 3 moles of SO2 formed. Here 3 moles used up means only 2 moles is present. Here how many moles of oxygen is used up? Only 1.5 mole only used. So 4.5 mole is left. Sorry, 3.5 mole is left. Partial pressure of the equilibrium mixture is 1 atmosphere. The partial pressure of O2 is, I think that's not total pressure, maybe 1 atmosphere is.
Sir, SO2 pressure, right? Sir, SO2 partial pressure is 1 atmosphere.
Equilibrium mixture is 1 atmosphere.
Sir, the whole thing pressure, right? Not partial pressure.
That's what in the question they mentioned. If the partial pressure of the equilibrium mixture is 1 atmosphere, if equilibrium mixture means they need to use the word total pressure.
Yes, sir, exactly. Sir, I think they're talking about SO2 because they are only referring SO2, right?
No, yeah, correct. That is mistake. Question mistake is small mistake. The partial pressure, not that is total pressure. Total pressure of the equilibrium mixture is 1 atmosphere. P total is equal to 1 atmosphere. So P total, calculate total number of moles. 2 plus 3.5 plus 3. 8.5 mole. Now we want partial pressure of what, oxygen, or partial pressure of oxygen we want.
Yes, sir.
Partial pressure of oxygen is equal to number of moles of oxygen 3.5 divided by total number of moles. It is gives mole fraction, right? Number of moles by total number of moles. It gives mole fraction into total pressure. Total partial pressure is 1 atmosphere only. Calculate this value. This formulas already I gave in states of matter, gaseous states. Under Dalton law of partial pressure, I gave this one.
Yes, sir.
So
More
you will get answer 0.41 atmosphere. Oh, that I give partial pressure of any gas. Suppose partial pressure of A gas is equal to number of moles of A divided by total number of moles of A. Sorry, total number of moles are Na plus Nb into P total. Suppose if you want partial pressure of B, Nb divided by Na plus Nb into P total. So otherwise simply we can write Pi is equal to mole fraction of A into P total. Pb is equal to mole fraction of B into P total. That formula will applied here. Question number 2 HI gives, so answer is 19th C. C is the correct answer. 2 HI gives rise H2 plus I2. The equilibrium constant of the above reaction is 6.4 at 300 Kelvin. If 0.25 mole of each of hydrogen and iodine are added to the system, the equilibrium constant will be. See guys, is it any changes happens equilibrium constant? Now only we discussed equilibrium constant by only temperature, not by concentration.
Yes, sir. We are adding equal amounts of H2 and I2. If we
So
only and only H2, that time it changes, no, sir?
whatever you add the concentration, whatever equilibrium constant not changes. It is a fixed value.
Okay, yes, sir. Constant. I thought the rate of reactions.
So D is correct. Rate of reaction is affected, but equilibrium constant not affected. So option D. However, initial 6.4 in equilibrium constant, later also 6.4 not changes. D is correct answer. 21, 30 ml of 1 by 3 m HCl solution, 20 ml of 1 by 2 m HNO3 and 40 ml of 1 by 4 m NaOH solution are mixed, and the volume was made up to 1 liter. 1 decimeter cube means 1 liter. The pH of the resulting solution is. Okay. But this is okay, easy question, but takes more time for calculations. ml of 1 by 3 m HCl is equal to, multiply 30 into 1 by 3, 10 millimole. 30 into 1 by 3 is equal to 10 millimole. Next, 20 cc. 20 ml of 1 by 2 m HNO3. This is also acid. Equal to 20 into 1 by 2. This is also 10 millimole. Now overall acid is 20 millimole. HCl is also acid, HNO3 also acid. Now total millimoles of acid is 20 and its volume is 50. Later we'll take total volume of solution. Next one, 40 cc of m by 4 NaOH solution. 40 ml of 1 by 4 m NaOH solution equal to 40 divided into 1 by 4, 10 millimole. Okay. Here 10 millimoles of NaOH is completely neutralized by 10 millimoles of acid. Still 10 millimoles of acid is left. Ten millimoles of NaOH completely neutralized by 10 millimole of acid. Means acid means both this NaOH or HCl, but still 10 millimoles of acid is left. Oh, 10 millimoles which is present in total volume of solution is 20, 30, 20 and 40. Total it is present in 1000 ml. No? The volume was made up to 1 decimil, means 1 liter, 1000 ml. The pH of the resulting solution is okay. Now concentration of solution is concentration of acidic solution is 10 millimole divided by 1000 ml. So it is 100. Sorry, not 100. 0.001. M. This is H plus concentration. Then pH should come 2. H plus concentration is 0.01 m. So pH becomes 2. So this is depending on excess reagent and limiting reagent only. All acids we convert into millimoles, base also convert into millimoles. So base it is in less quantity, acid is in large quantity. So 10 ml neutralized, but still 10 ml of acid is left. The 10 ml constant, 10 millimoles, we divide with the total volume of solution, 1000. It is giving concentration of solution. This is the acid H plus concentration. So it's then very easy to calculate pH. (22) 10 power minus 6 m NaOH is diluted 100 times the pH of the diluted base is. What is answer?
So it's a base, so it must be greater than 7.
So
D.
D. Okay, yeah, D is correct. We'll calculate how much it gives. 10 power minus 6 divided by 100. It is given 10 power minus 8 m. Almost same answer. D only correct answer. 10 power minus NaOH concentration. 10 power minus 6 divided by 100 give 10 power minus 8. OH concentration from water is 10 power minus 7 and from NaOH is 10 power minus 8. 10 power minus 8 take common, you're giving 11 OH minus concentration. Then POH is equal to minus log of 11 into 10 power minus 8. Log 11 value is so 1 point less value 1.004 minus 8. POH is plus 6.96. pH is 14 minus 6.96. 7.04. So the correct answer is D only, between 7 and 8. 23rd, consider the following gaseous equilibrium with the equilibrium constant K1 and K2 respectively. The equilibrium constants are related as, very easy question and frequently asking about this kind of questions in CET level. SO2 plus half O2 giving SO3, equilibrium constant is K1. Next, this is 2SO3 2SO2 plus O2. This is equilibrium constant is K2. So how these both are related?
Sir? Sir, if you multiply the first reaction by 2, then we get the reverse of the second reaction.
Yes, not the.
So it will be 1 by K square, right?
You don't change anything in 2. Just you take equation 1 only, modify that. You will get relation with K1 and K2.
Yes, sir,
See how
like
to do this.
K1 into 2, if we do that, then we'll get K1 square, no, sir? Like reaction 1 into
Yes.
K1 square. And if you reverse the reaction, that is from left side to right side, now to right side to left side.
So
1 by K1 square.
yeah, answer is K2 is equal to 1 by K1 square is correct.
Yes, sir.
First of all, this reaction reverse. SO3 becoming SO2 plus half O2. First, we reverse the reaction 1. So once reaction is reversed, equilibrium constant becomes inverse. So for this reaction, once we are taking change means it become K2 only. K2 is equal to 1 by K1. Now this one multiply with 2. 2SO3, 2SO2 and O2. We multiply with 2, no? That's what we have to take square of this. So K2 square is giving 1 by K1 square. So answer is 1. K2 is equal to 1 by K1 square. So where is correct answer?
Option A.
Yeah, correct. K1 square is equal to 1 by K2. So take this, move this and down. A is correct answer. So 24th. 0.023 gram sodium metal is reacted with 100 centimeter cube of water. The pH of the resulting solution is. So okay, first we have to calculate how much sodium hydroxide is formed, and then that is only OH minus concentration. Through that we can calculate pH of the solution, 0.23 grams. Sodium metal reacted with water, it forms sodium hydroxide, releases hydrogen gas. This balanced equation. Sodium atomic mass is 23, but here we are taking 2 Na, no? 46. 46 grams of NaOH giving 80 grams of, 46 grams of Na giving 80 grams NaOH. This is 100 ml solution or 100 gram. But here 0.023. Grams gives how much NaOH. So X is equal to, or mass of NaOH. (80 into 0.023 divided by 46.
Sir,
I think this is how much?
sir, I'm getting a 0.4.
Okay, these are 200 or 20?
Sir, you'll get us 200.
200, yeah. So this is 0.4. NaOH.
So there the number of moles of Na is 10 power minus 3. So,
Okay, wait. Yes, we
1000,
can't carry
sir.
this. We got only NaOH mass. Concentration
Sir,
of
but
molarity of NaOH,
no, sir, that should be 2000, sir.
which is
So that one, instead of 200, 2000.
2000 is it is.
Yes.
Multiply with 1023. Okay, yeah, 2000. Then here 0.04, no?
Yes.
Molarity of NaOH is equal to 0.04 divided by 40 into 1000 by, we are taking in 100 ml of water. 100 grams means, okay, according to question, we are taking 100 ml. 100 centimeter means 100 ml solution. So this 0.04 grams is now dissolved in 100 ml. 10. 0.4 divided by 40. This is concentration is 0.01. That is OH minus NaOH concentration is nothing but OH minus concentration is 0.01. Then POH is equal to minus log of 10 power minus 2. So POH is equal to 2. Then pH is equal to 14 minus 2. That is 12. D is the correct answer. (25) A buffer solution contains 0.1 mole of
Sodium acetate.
Sodium acetate in 1000 centimeter cube of 0.1 m acetic acid. To the above buffer solution, 0.1 mole of sodium acetate is further added and dissolved. The pH of the resulting buffer is equal to. So first here, take the acidic buffer solution pH formula. This 0.1 mole of sodium acetate, 1000 ml. .1 mole of sodium acetate is further added. So total Now it is 0.2 moles. Sodium acetate is 0.2 moles. Acetic acid is only 0.1 mole. The pH of the resulting buffer is equal to. So what is acid buffer formula?
pH is equal to pKa plus log base by acid.
Why you are using by salt? No.
Sorry, salt.
Salt by acid concentration. So pKa not mentioned, just take pKa plus log of salt concentration is first initially 0.1 mole only. Again we are taking 0.1 mole, total 0.2 moles. Divided by acid concentration is only 0.1, acetic acid. So it is log 2 only. pKa plus log 2. D is the correct answer. Salt is 2 times added. First is in 0.1, further it is sodium acetate is added. 2 times added, that's what 0.2. 26th, 1 decimeter cube solution contain 10 power minus 5 moles each of Cl minus ion and CrO4 2 minus ions is treated with 0.4 moles of silver nitrate. Which one of the following observation is made? Precipitation does not occur. Silver chromate gets precipitated first. Silver chloride gets precipitated first. Both silver chromate and silver chloride starts precipitation simultaneously. Okay. First we'll take solubility product value. Solubility product of silver chromate is 4 into 10 power minus 12. AgCl is 1 into 10 power minus 10. Fine. The question, we are taking 10 power 5 moles of Cl minus ions, CrO4 2 minus adding 10 power minus 4 moles. Sorry. This is also 10 power minus 5. And to this we are adding 10 power minus 4 moles of silver nitrate. So silver concentration is 10 power minus 4 we are adding. So this we are adding to this and this also. Then multiply that. First this is ionization product of silver chromate will calculate. Two Ag we have. Each Ag plus concentration is 10 power minus 4. We need to take square because silver is 2 ions are there, but silver carrying plus 1 charge. And chromate is okay, CrO4 2 minus charge, 10 power minus 5. 10 power minus 8 into 10 power minus 5, 10 power minus 13. Compare with this. This is smaller value. Ionic product is smaller, so not precipitate. Ag2 is CrO4, not precipitated. Let's calculate AgCl. So AgCl ionic product is Ag plus concentration into Cl minus concentration. Ag plus concentration to Cl minus concentration. But here we took Ag square, Ag plus square concentration and CrO4 concentration. Ag plus concentration 10 power minus 4 into Cl minus concentration 10 power minus 5. It is giving 10 power minus 9m. So this is compare with this. Ionic product greater than solubility product. So AgCl precipitated. Okay, this solubility product, ionic product question. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Clear now? Akshaya?
Yes, sir.
It's okay, no? Any difficulty here? Solubility product and ionic product. So here, the problem they are giving what is solubility product. Most of the problem they are giving solubility product, and we are calculating just ionic product. Here ions are silver ion and chromate ions. Silver ion concentration is given, chromate ion concentration is also given. Just we are multiplying these values. Suppose silver chromate undergoes ionization, it is giving 2 Ag plus ions and CrO4 minus. But he is giving 2 Ag, that's what I took here square into CrO4 concentration is 10 power minus 5 only. Just we are multiplying both, we got this value. Comparing, this is ionic product with solubility product. Which is bigger value here? This is only bigger value, 10 power minus 12 only. This is 10 power minus 30 means smaller value. If ionization product is small means no precipitation. If ionization product is more means precipitation takes place. Here compare AgCl. Ag plus concentration, Cl minus concentration. 10 power minus 4 into 10 power minus 5. We got 10 power minus 9. Yes. Compare this value with the ionic solubility product of AgCl. It is 10 power minus 10. But this is 10 power minus 9 means this is bigger value. Ionic product is bigger, so precipitation takes place. (27) pH value of which one of the following is not equal to 1? Which one is not equal to 1? See, 0.1 m HNO3 pH is equal to 1 only. 0.05 m H2SO4 also 1 because
Yes, sir. Because equivalence we have to check.
it is providing 2 H plus ion. So 0.05 multiply with 2, it is giving 0.1. So pH is 1 only. But option C is only difficult because 0.1 m CH3COH. Acetic acid, it won't undergoes complete ionization.
Yes, sir.
So it won't provide 0.1 m H plus ions. HNO3 strong acid, H2SO4 strong acid, they can provide completely H plus ions. CH3COH cannot provide 0.1 m H plus ions. That's what its pH is below 1, not below 1, above 1 only. So C is only correct option. pH value, tell me.
Sir, so blindly we can't say that an acid having 0.1 and concentration has pH 1.
No, how can you say blindly? That is H plus concentration they have to give. We are given directly acid, CH3COH. That's
Yes,
what
sir.
weak. So don't go through that
Yes.
blindly.
Okay, sir.
And D also okay, ma. When 50 centimeter cube 0.4 m HCl, 50 centimeter cube 0.2 m NaOH, it will undergo neutralization. Finally giving 0.1 m HCl is left. HCl is strong acid, 0.1 m. So pH also 1 only. So now answer is C. 28. pH value of which one of the following is not equal to 1? I think same question that is.
Yes, sir.
A is only. 29. H2S is passed into 1 liter of a solution containing 0.1 mole. Oh, this is a deep practical based question. Okay, let's try. H2S is passed into 1 liter solution of containing 0.1 mole of Zn plus 2 and 0.01 mole of Cu plus 2 till the sulfide ion concentration reaches 8.1 into 10 power minus 19 mole. Which one of the following statement is true? KSP of zinc sulfide and copper sulfides are mentioned. Okay, same kind of question. Let's try this.
Sir, so here H2S we have to consider 8.1 into 10 power minus 19.
So in a solution, first that contain 0.1 mole of zinc and 0.01 mole of Cu2 plus. Note down that. Zn plus 2 concentration is 0.1 m. Cu2 plus concentration is 0.01 m. To this we are adding H2S is passed into the solution. sulfide ion concentration reaches, sulfide ion is S2 minus. By passing H2S, it produces S2 minus ions, 8.1 into 10 power minus 19 moles. Which one of the following statement is true? And also given KSP, solubility product of zinc sulfide is 3 into 10 power minus 22. Solubility product of copper sulfide also given 8 into 10 power minus 36. Okay. Just you multiply zinc ion concentration with sulfide ion concentration, how much value it will give? Ionic product of zinc sulfide is equal to, multiply this concentration into this concentration, 8.1 into 10 power minus 19 into 0.1. So 8.1 into 10 power minus 20 now.
Yes, sir.
Compare this and this
Greater
value.
than that value.
Solubility product is this, but ionic product is this. Which is bigger? Which is bigger? This or this?
Sir, KIP.
IP is bigger. So what happens?
Sir, precipitation.
Precipitation takes place. Next, this one also, copper sulfide. Copper is 0.01. This is 8.1 into 10 power minus, and it is giving 8.1 into 10 power minus 21. No?
Yes, sir.
So this is also. Ionic product is still bigger now than solubility product.
Yes, sir. So both
just a minute. Cu2 plus ion, Cu plus ion. So both are precipitated then. KIP greater than KSP. This also precipitated. Copper sulfide precipitated. So answer is both CUS and ZNS precipitated. B is correct answer. Okay, 30. At 300 Kelvin, a gaseous reaction A giving B plus C was found to follow first order kinetics. Okay, this one kinetics and order of reaction, it will come deep in 12th standard chemical kinetics. So starting with a pure A, the total pressure at the end of 20 minutes was 100 mm of Hg. Okay, the total pressure after the completion of the reaction is 180 mm of Hg. The partial pressure of A in mm of Hg is, so A giving products B plus C. C means 1 mole of A reacting giving 1 mole of B and 1 mole of C. One mole of C. Okay. See at the end of the reaction. So after the completion of the reaction, total pressure is 180 mm of Hg. See guys. Suppose particular reaction is completed. I am taking 1 mole of A, giving 1 mole of B, 1 mole of C. Now total number of moles are, if reaction is completed, only 2 moles of product is left. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Taking A is only 1 mole. It is completely reacted. Now no A is not appearing. It became B plus C only. So 1 mole of B and 1 mole of C produced. after the reaction, total number of moles is 2. Total pressure is at completion of after the reaction, total pressure is 180 mm of Hg. So partial pressure of B and C, it will give only 90. That is only initial concentration of A. Obtained from 1 mole of A. Is it clear now? After the reaction, total number of moles is only 2 because of this 1 mole. This is also 1 mole. That is produced obtained from 1 mole of A. Now
Yes, sir.
total pressure is 180. Number of, no, not number of moles. Partial pressure of A before reaction is equal to 180 by 2. So 90 it is. So here, this is only major point here. A is completely reacting, giving 1 mole of A and 1 mole of C, means only 2 moles of product away. How? Because of these 2 moles, 180 mm of Hg is produced, mm of Hg pressure produced. So because of 2 moles, then because of 1 mole, how much produces? 90 moles. So now A is 1 mole only now. So partial pressure of A is now 90 moles. Sorry, 90 mm of Hg. Initial. It will consider as a P0. This is 0, 0. At, okay, at equilibrium, not at equilibrium, at 20 minutes before the reaction. No? The total pressure at the end of 20 minutes, yeah. At the end of 20 minutes. P0 minus P is reacted, P mole, P and P of C is produced. Now total pressure, P total is equal to P0 minus P plus P and plus P. So minus P plus P cancel, P total is equal to P0 plus P. P total already given in the problem. P total is 100 equal to P0 plus P. P0 is, this is only partial pressure of A before reaction, that will be treated as a P0. 90. So now P is equal to 100 minus 90, 10. How much A is left or at the end of 20 minutes before the reaction? Partial pressure of A at the end of 20 minutes is 90 minus 10, it is giving 80. So answer is 80. Calculation is easy, but concept understanding is a little difficult. Tough this is. So answer is D is the correct answer. From this value we took, what is the initial partial pressure of A we took? That is 90 only. Just I didn't mention, this is actually 90. At the end of the 20 minutes before, we have to calculate what is the partial pressure of A. That is 80 only, because only get 10 mm of A only converted to product B and C. (31) 2 moles of N2O4 is kept in a closed container at 298 Kelvin and under 1 atmospheric pressure. It is heated to 596 Kelvin. When 20% by mass of N2O4 decomposes to NO2, the resulting pressure is. N2O4, it decomposes and gives 2NO2. But suppose it is 2 moles, here 4 moles of NO2 is produced according to reaction. Okay, initially we are taking 2 moles only. Initially it is 2 moles. This is 0 at 596 Kelvin. In this, some amount, that is a P amount. Okay, at 596 Kelvin, this is, its pressure is 2P. It will become 4P.
Sir, how 2P?
Because it is 2 moles are there. So pressure because of a gas is just P only. We are considering pressure caused by particular gases, we are considering P. But because of 2 moles, it will become 2P. Because of its 4 moles, it became 4P. Yes, no. Suppose if you take the pressure caused by N2O, this reactant is 5 atmosphere. Because of this, we can double now 10 atmosphere because it is 4 moles. Double the number of moles of product is there. So double pressure it causes.
Sir, why can't we consider P and 2P?
Because it is 2 moles is there. That's what we are considering 2P.
Sir, but we can cancel to both the sides, right?
This is P that is there. Later we need to face a problem. This is a balanced equation. According to question, we are taking 2P. That's what. According to question, we are taking 2 moles of N2O2.
Okay, sir.
That's what considering 2P only. Next, finally, from 2 moles, 2P moles if it react, 4P, sorry, not moles, partial pressures. 4P of pressure is produced because of NO2. Two moles. And this 2P of partial pressure of N2O4 converted to product. So that is 4P. Next, the question given 20% of 20% by mass of N2O4 decomposed to NO2, the resulting pressure is. So here 20% of by mass of N2O4 is decomposed. So that means 2P. How much amount of 2P is N2O2 decomposed? 2P is equal to 20%. 20 into 2 moles divided by what is molar mass of N2O2? Percentage. No need molar mass. Take percentage. P value calculate here. 20 by 100. 0.2. So P value is 0.2. Then what is final partial pressure of NO2? P total is equal to 2 minus 2P plus 4P. 2P, 4P, 2 plus 2P is left. Substitute here 0.2. 2 plus 2 into 0.2. It gives 2.4. This is total pressure. 32. The pH of solution obtained by mixing 100 ml of solution of pH equal to 3 with a 400 ml of solution pH is equal to 4 is. So don't do average. We'll get a wrong answer. That first you need to convert to H plus concentration. Then that divided by total volume of solution. It gives a resultant H plus concentration. To that we need to apply pH formula.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, instead of that, like we can use 100 ml into 3 plus 400 ml into 4 divided by 100 plus 400.
Why need to why are multiplying into 3?
Sir, because pH is 3.
Okay. Not with 3. You need to pH equal to 3 means H plus concentration is 0.001. 100 ml of pH is equal to 3 means 3 is equal to, okay, pH is equal to 3 means 0. Or 10 power minus 3 m of H plus. So H plus concentration is equal to 10 power minus 3 into 100. Yeah, this is from this solution. 100 ml of pH equal to 3 solution. Next one, 400 ml of pH is equal to 4. pH is equal to 4, 10 power minus 4. That is H plus concentration. In 400 ml. So multiply this into this. 4 into 10 power minus 2. Okay. This total H plus concentration, add that 4 into 10 power minus 2 plus 10 power minus 1. Total H plus concentration is equal to 10 power minus 1 plus 4 into 10 power minus 2. We may write now this is 10 into 10 power minus 2 plus 4 into 10 power minus 2. Take common 10 power minus 2. We get 14 into 10 power minus 2. This is H plus concentration. Divided by total volume also we have to take further. Resultant solution H plus concentration is equal to 14 into 10 power minus 2 divided by 500. 100 plus 400. 500. 14 divided by 5 into 10 power minus 4. 2.8 into 10 power minus 4. This is H plus concentration. And pH is equal to minus log of 2.8 into 10 power minus 4. So answer is 4 minus log 2.8. This is pH of resulting solution. C is correct answer.
Yes.
It's lengthy. But this kind of questions okay, my easy, not much difficult. Sometimes giving acid and base mixtures also. Then you need to neutralize some amount. First you convert that into millimoles. Here I convert like this. 0.1 millimole, that is. Here also 0.0004, sorry, 0.0001 millimole. If it is acids, bases are giving me some amount, it neutralizes. 33, 5 ml of 0.4 N NaOH is mixed with 20 ml of 0.1 N HCl. The pH of the resulting solution will be, yeah. So this do like that, 5 into 0.4 and 20 into 0.1. Five ml of 0.4 N NaOH is equal to 5 into 0.4 equal to 2 millimole milli equivalents given in normality, no? Another one, 20 ml of 0.1 NaCl. Into 0.1. This is also 2. See, 2 equivalents, complete neutral by 2 equivalents. So there is no any excess acid or base. So solution pH is how much? 2 milli equivalent of NaOH completely neutralized by 2 milli equivalent of HCl. So here there is no excess of any acid or base, completely neutralized. What is pH now?
Sir, 7.
7. So salt is formed. So pH is equal to 7. Solution is neutral. Okay. Okay, so remaining questions we'll see in next class.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, can you send me on the GE part, the GE PDF?
Okay, I will share you. First of all of you finish this one, okay, and I will share today only those questions also. Practice that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if possible, I will conduct your JE test Saturday only. Saturday,
Yes,
JE
sir.
or CET, one of the paper, class itself only I will conduct. Saturday we have class, no, first class, 5:30 to 7. During
Yes,
that
sir.
only I will conduct, say, the CET, mostly CET paper only I will conduct. Sunday, JE paper.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can leave class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.